Hi, it's Tony from Cassette Comeback. So, in this video from a few months ago now, I got sent some cassettes from Australia by Daniel, and we looked at a few, but a few we left out. So I thought it was time now to revisit the rest of them, and let's have a look at what we got. So I'm going to pick what I believe is probably the most expensive of the lot, which is the Philips CD Master, and this dates from 92 to 96. So it's a Super Chrome, high position type 2. Again, I don't believe this will be a chrome, even though there's plenty of Philips with chromes. Why? Because, as it says on the back here, tape made in Australia. So chances are that the tape in this will be Green Corp, and I don't believe Green Corp made pure chrome. They made ferrocobalt, but it's assembled in China. And like I say, this is the top of the line from the Philips range from 92 to 96, 5-star CD Master. And look at that lovely great graph, and whenever you look at a graph like that, you think that's a cassette for me. Let me get another cassette, compare graphs and see which is the right one for me. Yeah, okay, whatever, they're just nice looking graphs to put on there. But other than that, yeah, it's a slim case. So let's have a look at the actual cassette itself. You know something, tear strips, there we go, we like the tear strips there. Na na na, na 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 na, na 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 na. Straight away, I've seen this type of shell before, and this is a really nice looking shell, it really is. Oops, let's get that white bit off. It's a simple shell. It seems like, you know, today it would be UV printed, but it's a clear shell, but it's made very distinctive by this printing over here. And the feel and look of this shell sort of reminds me of the type of shells that you would have got on them BASF special edition type 2s. You know the ones I mean? I've got one here actually. I've got a couple, just bear with me a sec. You see, well prepped as always. Hang on. I'm sure. Alright, so I haven't got any right here, but you know which ones I mean. Now, I'll put a picture up. That's probably going to be the easiest thing to do. You know, these ones. Yeah? So, the dates are about the same, because they date from about the mid-90s, and this one, like I say, is very similar looking in shell and feel. Very sharp shell, very defined edges on it. And so I'm gonna guess that these are made by the same people. And the BASF ones were a bit strange because, you know, BASF, you think chrome, proper chrome, but no, these weren't proper chrome, these were ferrocobalt. So let's just have a look at this tape itself. Yes, a very dark, shiny tape. Let's have a quick sniff. No, definitely no hint of chrome there. So that's the cassette. Let's have a look at the case itself. We've got, well, possibly the most plain labels I've ever seen in my life. And yes, even though it was a master, the accoutrement, so to speak, certainly didn't reflect that. But like I say, the cassette itself is pretty distinctive looking and nice looking. But again, Australian made tape. So let's see if the Aussies knew how to make a good type 2. Okay, going to use my Arcam Delta 100 for this because I am totally in love with this deck at the moment. It just, everything it does and plays sounds fabulous to me. So there we go. Right, here is the Philips. Let's just reset the bias and calibration to 0 and let's see how this calibrates. Okay, right, that's very high. So let's turn down the calibration, let's give it some bias. Alright, that's pretty much spot on. So I'm going to record this at maybe +4, and we got a bit of a treat for you. Well, some of you think it's a treat, some won't, but it's a new Villarosso track. Now, don't know if you remember, a few months ago I was working on making a motion picture, And unfortunately, like most of my best laid plans, didn't happen. We got 3 days of filming done, and then it became very apparent after 3 days that I was a bit out of my depth. I needed more crew and more time, so it's been put on hiatus at the moment, to be looked at when I've got a bit more money saved up, probably next year at some point. But anyway, I'd already started on the soundtrack, and this is a fabulous track with an extremely talented singer called Chris Skillett, who we're going to actually get an album out together later this year. Now, this particular tune was to be played during what we had like an 80s training montage, so to speak, and this was written for that bit. So it's a bit of a upbeat, high speed, you know, fist pumping sort of tune, and it's called Tough to the Bone. So I'm gonna let you have a listen to it, and we can also see how this Phillips performs. So here we go. What's this? I'll probably get a copyright strike on this.
Never been someone who follows rules. The path is mine to make myself. I believe I have the perfect tools to follow love and friends, not wealth. Every day I get another test. The dark side keeps on calling me. Every day I will just try my best. The light inside will set me free. Alone, but tough to the bone. You can't see inside, but my heart and pride is my own. You can't stop me, I'm sure. I'm tough to the bone. While I drown my tears and confront my fears, I have no one can stop me. And although it hurts from time to time, pain is just the friend I need. It reminds me that I told a lie. Indulging hate, viciousness and greed. This day will end as I turn to back, but to myself I have been true. I move forward, never looking back. But can I say the same for you? Alone, but tough to the bone. You can't see inside, but my heart and pride is my own. You can't stop me, I'm sure. I'm tough to the bone. While I drown my tears and confront my fears, I have no one can stop me. We never know what is enough till we know what is more than enough. Alone, but tough to the bone. You can't see inside, but my heart and pride is my own. You can't stop me, I'm sure. I'm tough to the bone. I'm tough to the bone. While I drown my tears and confront my fears, I have no one can stop me.
And there we go. Australian Type 2. Nice one, Cobber.
The truth.
Yeah, so that was a really good performing cassette. And I actually did find, I knew I had one nearby. These are what I mean, the special edition BASFs with, like, there's loads. There's Coca-Cola, there's Disney, there's Superman, there's Batman. They released a load of them in the mid-90s. This is one of my favourite ones, one with good old Wile E. Coyote about to fall off the cliff like he always does. But I think pretty much, I'm going to guess that these are pretty much exactly the same cassettes. So it's good heritage. But yeah, Australian made tape, sounds fantastic, great shell. All in all, a really, really satisfying cassette that looks great. So yeah, nothing wrong with Australian cassettes in my book so far. Everything works well and sounds good. So hope you enjoyed that little video. Hope you enjoyed the tune as well. You know, feel free to rip it and you know, use it for your workouts. I'm sure it'll give you that extra, you know, push when you're getting them extra 3 reps done. But other than that, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Happy taping. Bye bye.